Hi everyone. So I said I was going to record two or three videos, and so this video I wanted to make it about self-awareness, how meditation has really helped me in my self-awareness. And one of the things I struggled through some very difficult things in my childhood, um, just extreme. It's a variety, different types of abuses. Um, and there came to a point where, in working with forgiveness, as I talked in the last video, I got to an understanding that I had nothing to forgive them. Like, it came to a point where instead of forgiving, I understood there was nothing I had to forgive. And so, once again, like I mentioned in the last video, if you have a hard time with just the concept of you're trying to forgive, this will seem very far off. So, don't let it, see your resistance, let it pass. This is me talking about a whole journey that I've been through of years to get here. So through my journey of forgiveness and my different peaks and valleys, I ended up at a point where I was like, there is nothing I have to forgive. Like, it was all done for my highest and best purpose. I didn't feel like it then. It doesn't mean that I validate actions that were taken and things that were done or responses. Yet I realized today that I have nothing to forgive. And so I prayed to God. I woke up in September 2015. I woke up and I prayed, God, like, I get it that I don't even have something to forgive. I'm like, but if I was to say that to like other victims of this type of, that have suffered under this type of abuse, I know that they'd be offended. They'd be mad. Like, what do you mean I have nothing to forgive? And I go, and I get that, but like, I don't necessarily understand it. I'd like to understand it. And so I finished my prayer, amen. And then I just started I always like to meditate after I pray. And so I start meditating and just breathing. I'm just breathing and being in silent. And I shared it with my yoga class that day. It was amazing. I literally felt like my chest, it lasted for like 2 days. It felt like it was just bursting. And in my meditation, I got his answer. And the reason I had nothing to forgive is because what I realized in concept, and like I said, this is me experiencing it. So through meditation, you can get to experience this. I'm going to share, but that concept might seem a little bit like, whoa. Because you might understand the concept as well, but you might not feel it. And meditation can bring you to actually experience it. And what I experienced was, the answer to my prayer was, Raquel, you have nothing to forgive because they could never touch your soul. They didn't have that power. What I understood is that it was my ego that felt that I had been broken, damaged, tainted, dirty, whatever you want to call it. And the ego does that. Our thoughts do that. But I've never been broken. They couldn't touch my soul. And those are concepts that, without knowing society, we're victims, or, there's so much brokenness. And in that moment, I realized it has nothing to do with me. It's with the people that did that. That's for them to work out within themselves. I mean, yes, that doesn't mean I approve it. This is something that can be done. No. Yet the wholeness that I have felt, and that how it has strengthened, I mean, it's limitless. It's beautiful. 2016, I got handed so many obstacles and challenges and losses of people, death, suicide, of people I love deeply. And I could see everyone just kind of watching me, getting ready for, like, maybe I'm going to have a breakdown. And from that meditation, I've just never felt so convicted and certain who I am and whose I am. And that comes through meditation. Knowing who you are, having conviction, having clarity, knowing why you're here, knowing what's your purpose. I can't tell you. Sometimes my son wants to ask me questions, Mom, but this, Mom, I'm like, ask God, ask your higher calling, and then meditate. And I'm like, I'm not going to put in your mind, there's a deep connection that we all have. You just have to tap into it. So, like I told you guys yesterday, those are just two of my shares that I had. I really hope that you consider joining me January 21st at 1 p.m. I'm going to give you tools. I'm going to share my journey, how I started and how it grew. It was quite a journey. I mean, I had trouble just being silent for 30 seconds. If you know me, you know I love to talk. And it's just, we're just seeking to understand ourselves. And meditation is definitely a way to understand ourselves. And when we understand ourselves, we actually will be able to understand others. And the things that frustrate, like, I see the news and I see everything that's going on. And I used to be the kind of person that, like, if I heard a bad story, it would literally, like, get to me. It would trigger me. And that is just so far from me today. So I really look forward to enjoying being with you in your presence, sharing my 10-day experience with you. Yet also, I mean, all the work that has been led up to me today leaving for my course, that's where the journey, it's in the journey. It's not the end result. Happiness is not a destination to get to. Happiness is who we are. We just have to kind of take the layers off of things that our ego has put on us and thought processes. So we're much more than our thoughts. We're much more than our body. We're much more than our mind. We are a soul made to thrive. So I hope I see you on Saturday 21st. Take care. Bye-bye.